Namaskar, viewers and learners. Welcome to this session on orientation for PGDCSR and MACSR, Postgraduate Diploma in Corporate Social Responsibility and MA in Corporate Social Responsibility. Today is an orientation for the learners as well as the viewers who are interested in taking these particular programs. This will be an orientation towards what these programs are about. Today we have our resource, Professor Nisha Varghese from School of Extension and Development Studies. Welcome, Professor Nisha.
Thank you, Dr. Grace.
This particular orientation program is for the July 2025 session. Let me go right away and ask certain questions and queries with regard to these programs. Professor Nisha, could you tell us more about the school, that is the School of Extension and Development Studies, where these two programs, which is PGDCSR and MACSR programs, are housed?
Yes, Dr. Grace. First of all, I would like to welcome all the students who are joining us. I think for many of them, it would be their first time to join a program in distance learning mode. So this transition from the conventional mode to the distance learning mode. I welcome all the learners and all the viewers. And before we talk of the School of Extension and Development Studies, I would like to give a brief on IGNOU. As you all know, Indira Gandhi National Open University is one of the largest open and distance learning universities in the world. And recently, it has been ranked number one by the Ministry of Education's National Institute ranking framework, NIRF. Right. So, in IGNOU, there are a total of 314 programs that are on offer. And programs are of different level. They are of degree, diploma, certificate, and awareness level. And these programs, they are offered through 21 schools of studies. And the dissemination of these programs happens through a network of 69 regional centers and the associated study centers. So, in the 38th convocation, around 3.17 lakh students, they received the degrees. So, many of the IGNOU students, they have come from different backgrounds, and after several years, they have joined programs after several years after they left their, schools and after they left their colleges. So, the basic idea behind the different programs that IGNOU is offering is to include different sections of the society into the educational stream, that is inclusive education, to provide certification, because certification always gives the validation for the degrees they obtain. For the improvement of skills and knowledge development, and for many people it is also a continuing education system, and which helps in professional development at their workplace, which means that they would already have finished their formal education, but now they are enhancing their skills. They are going coming back again as learners and learning new skills at workplace, and it also helps in self-enrichment towards diversification, and ultimately this all leads to empowerment of a person. So this is all about IGNOU. Now coming to the School of Extension and Development Studies. SOEDS, or the School of Extension and Development Studies, it was established with a vision to be known for highest standards of excellence in development studies, in urban studies, in extension education, etc. Some of the thrust areas of the school are development studies, urban studies, extension education, population studies. So, the school offers several programs at diploma level, at PG diploma level, at master's level, and also at PhD level. The school offers MA and PG Diploma in Corporate Social Responsibility, of which we will be talking at large today. Then also PG Diploma, MA and PhD in Development Studies, Diploma Program in Value Education, PG Diploma in Urban Planning and Development, MA in Urban Studies, PG Diploma in Animal Welfare, MA and PG Diploma in Population and Family Health Studies, and PG Diploma in Tribal Studies. So these are the programs that are offered in open and distance learning modes by the School of Extension and Development Studies.
You rightly said, Professor Nisha, when we are talking about IGNOU, it is a people's university. And with so many difficulties faced by people with regard to accessibility, with regard to income, or with regard to, social status, like a woman who gets married at a young age is not able to continue her education, and so many other factors, reasons. IGNOU, as a people's university, is very inclusive.
Right.
And the fees are very reasonable, and also the accessibility is what makes it people's university. So when we talk about IGNOU as a university, the programs that are offered by IGNOU on ODL, on an ODL platform, it is so, it is so nice to know that at least education is reaching to so many people. My next question, Professor Nisha, is what is the need for programs like CSR in the ODL mode?
Actually, with the Companies Act 2013 coming into force and the new CSR rules of 2014, India became the first country ever to mandate CSR, to bring legislation on CSR. This is through the Section 135 of Companies Act, which states that any company having a net worth of rupees 500 crores or more, or a turnover of 1,000 crores or more, or a net profit of 5 crores or more in the immediately preceding financial year, such a company has to spend average 2% of net profits that the company has made in the immediately 3 preceding financial years. So, with this mandate, many companies have come under this CSR legislation, and as a result of this mandate, a lot of money is coming into CSR. So, with the money inflow in this area, there are a lot of jobs that are also coming into CSR. Just to let you know what the status of CSR was in 2023-24, a total of 27,188 companies have done CSR in 2023-24. There have been a total of 59,633 CSR projects that were there in this year, and the total amount that was spent on CSR was 34,908 crores. So this is the amount of money. These are the number of projects that are coming into CSR. Keeping in view the job opportunities that are available in CSR and that are increasing henceforth, there is a need to train more and more professionals in this area. And again, there are a few institutes, institutes in India which are offering a course on or a program on CSR. However, some of them are so highly priced that it is not possible for a common man to do those degrees. So, IGNOU has come up with this postgraduate diploma in corporate social responsibility and MA in corporate social responsibility at a very affordable price, so that a common man, a common woman in India has access to a formal certification in this particular domain. So this was how the need for CSR was felt. A need assessment survey was also conducted and people responded overwhelmingly. We got an overwhelming yes, and that is how these two programs were conceived, these two programs were formulated, and these two programs came into being.
This was very interesting when you discussed about the Companies Act. You discussed about how many companies are involved, in fact, in doing CSR activities, and also the amount of money which is spent doing this work, I mean through your CSR. And I feel, Professor Nisha, that when you are talking about CSR, there is a lot of benefits which trickle down to people in terms of people who cannot have facilities to education, in terms of healthcare for women, in terms of scholarship for students who are not able to go for higher studies. All these factors which restrain a person from developing his overall personal development, CSR goes a long way in helping these people.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That was very interesting.
Yeah, and especially the Schedule 7 of the Companies Act. It lists down all such developmental activities in which a company can put in its funds and show as CSR activity. And so many companies are coming up with so many projects which are helping the people at large. So you rightly said that CSR, through CSR, development is trickling down to the lowest strata of the society,
which is very encouraging and motivating. Yeah. Professor Nisha, when we are talking about postgraduate diploma in CSR as well as MA in CSR, these are the two programs which are offered by School of Extension and Development Studies in IGNOU, and you are one of the program coordinator. What is this program about? Can you tell us in detail what are these programs about?
Yeah, first of all, I'll like to tell you about the postgraduate diploma in corporate social responsibility, which is also the first year of MA in corporate social responsibility. So this program, PGDCSR, it has 5 compulsory courses and 1 optional course. The compulsory courses are Fundamentals of CSR, CSR Process, CSR Implementation, CSR Projects and Programs, and then Community Development. So these are the 5 compulsory courses which every student pursuing PGDCSR has to undergo. Then it also has 1 optional course in which at the time of application, the students are required to choose between either a theory course or a project work. Right. The theory course is on problems and issues in development, that is MEDSE 046, and the project work is project work in CSR. So these are the 5 compulsory and 1 optional course that every student has to undergo under PGDCSR. Now coming to the entry-level qualification. Any person having a graduation in any discipline is eligible to take admission in postgraduate diploma in corporate social responsibility. And once you register for PGDCSR, your registration is valid for a maximum of 3 years. Now which means that you can complete this program in a minimum of 1 year or a maximum of 3 years. Right. This is where the flexibility of open and distance. This is the beauty of open and distance learning program, in which there are, we understand, distance learning system understands that there are people who enroll for their programs who are working professionals, who may not be able to undergo or who may not be able to cover the entire syllabus in 1 year. So it gives them that additional 2 more years plus the 1 year, that is a total of 3 years. And within this span, they can easily complete all the courses. So this is about postgraduate diploma in CSR. Now coming to MA in CSR. MA in CSR is also, it was a scaling up of PGDCSR, because once the PGDCSR program was launched, so many students who had applied for PGDCSR, who had completed PGDCSR, were of the opinion that there should be a program of master's level for CSR, and that would be more beneficial to them. So then the school and the university decided to scale up PGDCSR to MA in CSR. The scaling up happened in such a way that the PGDCSR forms the first year of MACSR. MACSR was launched in 2022. Again, like PGDCSR, the entry qualification for MACSR is also graduation in any discipline. And MACSR can be completed by any student who has registered for the first year of MACSR within a span of 2 years minimum to 4 years maximum, which means that any student who registers for MACSR, the registration is valid for 4 years. So you can complete your first year in the, you can complete the MACSR program either in 2 years, or you can complete it maximum in 4 years. Now coming to who are the target groups, who are the people who would benefit from these two programs. All senior, mid-level, entry-level employees of the companies which undertake CSR can benefit from these two programs. Then the professionals working in development sector and NGOs which implement CSR, they can also benefit from these programs. All civil servants of state and central governments can also benefit from these programs. Then there are also faculties, researchers, students in universities, research organizations, colleges, who can also, and any graduate in any discipline who wants to make a career in CSR can benefit by taking admission in these programs. Now coming to the second year of MACSR. The second year of MACSR is a basket of around 12 courses, of which the students are required to choose the courses in such a way that they complete 36 credits in the second year. So the first year of MACSR or the PGDCSR comprises of 36 years, and the second year also comprises of 36 years. Together they make 72 years, 72 credits. So together MACSR first and second year together is of 72 credits. But as per the new education policy, these programs are going to be revised very soon to 40 credits in case of PGDCSR and 80 credits in case of MACSR. So this is about these two programs. Any students having graduation in any discipline are welcome to take admission in these two programs.
This is exactly why I would say that IGNOU as a university caters to many strata of the society. It's inclusive, because when you just made that remark wherein any student who graduate from any discipline can take these particular programs. So if a student has a science background or a humanities or commerce background, he or she is welcome to take these programs, because a lot of time in conventional university or colleges or educational institution, you want to pursue postgraduate but you have to have a graduation in that particular discipline. But in IGNOU, this flexibility wherein a student can enhance his or her knowledge other than what he used to take as a discipline is, I would say, one of the many, beauty of IGNOU as a ODL university. Professor Nisha, when we are talking about PGDCSR and MACSR, what are the instructional system of these programs?
Yeah, as you know that these are open and distance learning programs. So, these programs are basically the most important part of ODL system is the SLM or the self-instructional print materials.
Right.
These materials are prepared, taking into care the fact that the ODL learners do not have a direct contact with the teachers. So that they are written in such a way that the teacher is embedded in the system, in the instructional system. So the program PGDCSR and MACSR in the ODL system in IGNOU, they are called the programs. These programs comprise of courses. Now, for example, PGDCSR has 5 compulsory courses and one optional course. So each of this course has a course code and it also has a course name. The program name is Postgraduate Diploma in Corporate Social Responsibility or MA in Corporate Social Responsibility. The program codes are PGDCSR and MACSR. Now, within the program, there are courses. These courses also have course codes and course names. For example, the first course of PGDCSR and MACSR is MEDS 051 or Fundamentals of CSR. So MEDS 051 is the course code and Fundamentals of CSR is the course name. Now, within each of the course, there are blocks. The blocks are again, within each of the blocks, there are units, which in common language is also called as chapters in conventional system. So, the units are woven in such a way into the blocks and the blocks are connected in such a way in a course that they together convey the entire knowledge, the entire skill set, the entire the instructions that are supposed to be conveyed to the student through that particular course. So, this is about self-learning instructional materials or the print materials. So, this is one of the instructional systems in ODL. Another one are audio and video programs like the teleconferencing that is happening right now. Right. This is also one of the instructional systems of ODL programs. Besides this, we also have the interactive radio counselings, which are broadcasted through Gyan Vani. So that is also one of the instructional systems. Besides this, IGNOU has a network of learner support centers, which are also called the study centers. Right. At the study centers, during weekends, counselors who have been approved by the school, they take counseling sessions during weekends so that the students who are working and who are not able to join us for the Gyan Darshan and Gyanvani sessions, they can go to the counseling sessions, they can go to their study centers and take part in the counseling sessions. Again, these counseling sessions are not like a day-to-day classroom teaching in which the teacher teaches each and every chapter, each and every page of the chapter. They are more like a discussion session. They are more like a doubt clearing session. So, it is my advice to the students that before you go to the study center, before you go to the counselors, please go through the study material so that you have your doubts, so that you have your, have certain doubts which can be clarified, you already have some knowledge about it, and if you need any further clarification, your understanding will be made better if you read the SLMs that you get beforehand. Now, besides this, as we already discussed, there are teleconferencing and IRC. So, the self-learning material, teleconferencing and IRC, and the counseling sessions held at the study centers. These are the major instructional systems in open and distance learning programs.
Professor Nisha, after instructional system, can you briefly tell us what is the evaluation system of these programs?
The evaluation system comprises of 3 parts. One is self-evaluation, which are the evaluation questions which are embedded within the units. Within the units, you have your check your progress questions. In between different sections. Once a section is over within the unit, you have your check your progress questions. If you are able to answer those questions, you can go ahead with the next section in the study material. So, self-evaluation check your progress questions are one of the evaluation methods which are embedded in the system. Another one is assignments. For each of the theory course, the students are supposed to attend to the assignment questions and submit the assignments at their study centers. The study centers get those assignments evaluated and the assignment marks are uploaded on the portal. Right. The assignments carry 30% weightage. Besides this, there are term and examinations. These term and examinations are for each of the course are held during 2 sessions. One is in June and one is in December. You are eligible for your first exam after completion of 1 year, and after your eligibility for the first exam, then you are eligible for giving your missed papers every 6 months when the exams are conducted. So, the term and examinations carry 70% weightage. So, there are 3 kinds of assessments. One is self-evaluation questions, another one is the assignments, and the third one is the term and exams. So, this is about the evaluation pattern, and when it for the theory courses, and when it comes to project work, 100% of the assessment is based on the project report that the students submit.
Professor Nisha, when we are talking about the evaluation system, you mentioned 40%, which means that a student has to get 40% in assignments as well as 40% in the term and examination.
Right.
Otherwise, not getting 40% in the assignments, he or she has to resubmit the assignments.
Absolutely. Thank you for making that point. You need to, in order to clear the exams, you need to get 40% separately in assignment and 40% separately in term and exams. It is not that the assignment and term and exams will be combined together and then you need to get 40%. No, you need to get 40% in term and exams and 40% in assignments.
This was a very beneficial session, Professor Nisha. Thank you so much for this orientation program on PGDCSR and MACSR. Thank you so much for talking to us and discussing about these programs. And I hope the viewers and the learners would have got some valuable inputs from this session. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Namaskar.